So we are back with another shave video. And finally, after all this time, sorry I had to check, make sure my camera was rolling. And this time, we're going to be using Taylor of Old Bond Street tobacco leaf. I've always wanted to try this. And I said in another video that I was going to be using my Parker 26C, but I've decided to give this another shot on camera. This is a knockoff of the Merkur Futura. I paid like $22 for this. I've never used the Merkur, but it looks like, from what I could find out, that they let their international patents run out. So Q-Shave jumped on the bandwagon. I've used this razor twice, and the only thing I don't like about it is the handle's a little slick. But we're going to be starting off at 3.5. As you can tell, I have a fairly substantial amount of beard growth because I haven't shaved since the last video I recorded. Oh, another cool thing about this is it came with one of these. So you can stand that bad boy up. And if I keep liking this, I'm probably going to get the better version of this. But you know what? It seems to work pretty good. Let me get this sink filled up. Oh, and we're also going to be using this. This is my West Coast Shaving Silver Tip Badger. I hardly ever use this brush because I kind of don't like it. But I think it'll be perfect for Taylor of Old Bond Street. The scent on this, you can smell the cedar and stuff like that in this, and you can smell the tobacco, but it's way back in the scent profile. But regardless, it just smells freaking awesome. All right, so let's get this thing underway. Also, in this razor is the blade I reach for more often than not. These are my favorite. So we are going to squeeze this brush out. And I'm going to face lather today. I usually face lather hard soaps and Taylor of Old Bond Street because there's something cool you can do with Taylor's that you can't do with most other ones. Just put a little bit on your face, a little bit on your neck. It's like Brylcreem, a little dab will do you. Who's old enough to remember that? Well, actually, I'm not really old enough to remember that. I just remember my father remembering that. All right, so let's see if we can build a lather on the face here. Wow, it smells even better once you lather it up. Lovely. It's hard to beat Taylor of Old Bond Street. They make a great product at a great price. I'm going to look over here for just a minute. The way I have my phone set up on this boom arm, it kind of gets in my way, so I have to look over the top of it. Doesn't taste very good. I don't recommend it as a snack. Does need a little more water though. I think Taylor of Old Bond Street is a good travel soap too, because you can do just what I did: put a little bit on your face and then lather up. All right, so I'm gonna wet my face and make sure I've got this. Don't have this set on meat grinder. Yep, that is set on 3.5. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the tip of the razor. And let's see if we can get some of this hair off here. Ooh, there's some blade feel on 3.5. Glad I didn't start on 4. But it is, this thing is just mowing it down. That side is full and slightly disgusting. So, yeah, for this razor, you really have to be careful with it. You have to make sure you have a grip on it. And even the $100 one is that way. And I would a lot rather spend 20 bucks and discover I don't like something than 80 to 100 and discover that it's a stinkeroo. You know what I mean? But this is comfortable, and it has taken down that growth. It has been, well, since the last video recorded, I think 7 days. I just going through one of them times when I didn't care. You know, you ever go for one of them times, even though you enjoy shaving, you're like, I don't care. I'm not doing it today. Nobody loves me. I'm just going to eat worms. And that's the part I cannot talk through. Almost up to 300 subscribers. I can't believe it. You know what that means? It means 300 people like to watch me shave. Man, this stuff smells fantastic. And I was wondering if I got the aftershave, because aftershaves only last about 30 or 40 minutes. That's all they're supposed to do, really. What cologne could I pair with this? And the answer came in the mail today. Dolce & Gabbana, the 1EDP. Has very similar scent profile. Many of the same notes. Mine showed up in the mail today. Excellent first pass. Excellent first pass. Now, I am very carefully, and one thing I don't like about this, and you may not have that problem if your eyesight's better than mine, is it's exceedingly hard to read. I don't know how much extra money it would have cost them to put a white line in here instead of a black one. But I suppose if you can see good, that's not a big deal. And I backed it down to 3 for the second against the green pass. And I do dig the little stand for it. That's nifty. Well, let me do something here. I'm going to rinse my face off. I missed a step. All right, let's repeat it. Add a little more on the old face. And this pass is going to be against the grain. Yeah, we're going to need some more faux show. I think this time I'm just going to put some right there on the brush, because I want a little extra for my second pass. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I used to not put as much lather for the second pass, but I discovered for me and my face that it's a really good idea. Your face may vary, but man, this stuff smells good. And the thing about the soap is, you know, with most soap, it really doesn't stick around that long. Shaving soap is really pretty much just a scent to enjoy while you're shaving. And let me tell you what, this one's very, very enjoyable. All right, so I'm going to dry off my hands. And I think next month, I'm definitely going to get the aftershave that goes with it. This is a very pleasant scent. And I see this particular scent also as more of a wintertime scent than a summertime. All right. Well, you can hear that. All right. That's how it's full. Let's rinse it off. Go to this side. If you've ever tried this soap, let me know. Tell me what you think about it. Let me know what aftershaves you like to use it with. But I think it smells great. If they made an EDT to go with this, and if they do and you know about it, let me know. But if they made one, I would get it. I don't like going against the grain on my chin. It scares me. But I can go this way. Always use my little finger to check. I got a comment about that. It's like, why do you always have your other finger on your face? You're going to cut your finger off. Probably. But I haven't done it yet. Oh, there's the kiss of death, right? But I think therefore I'm not. And it's as usual with Taylor products. The residual slickness on this is just fantastic. Although I've seen more residual slickness in Taylor products than this, but it's still really good. The almond that I shaved with last time was just fantastic as far as slickness goes. This might be a notch behind it. Well, we got a couple of places we got to get, children. This needs to be done right here. You know, no matter how many times I do this stuff, when I go to church or I'm out in public and I like touch my face, I'm like, oh, there's one spot I missed. I hope nobody sees it. All right, so I want to clean this up right here. There is a lot of blade feel on this razor, and I wonder if the high dollar one is really much different. Much better. I think we're done. I'm going to rinse off my face, and I got one final thought before I go. There's something I want to share with y'all. Well, I have you here, unless you've stopped watching the video. Good gravy. Today is January 6th, and it marks the 11th anniversary of the day my wife took her life. Oh, by the way, we're using this. This is my go-to. This stays on my counter. It's the 11th anniversary of the day my wife took her life. And I urge you, especially men, because we lead the way in suicide. Gentlemen and ladies, if you are struggling with thoughts of suicide, pick up your phone, call 988. It works from anywhere in the country. And reach out to a counselor. Reach out for some help. It has been 11 years since the day she walked out of the house, and I miss her just as much today as I did ever. Suicide doesn't end the problem or end the pain, it just passes it on. So I know it's kind of a somber note to end a shave video on, but it is something I will say anytime I get a chance, because there are people here that love you, and we don't want you to go. Okay? That's enough of the sad stuff. Taylor of Old Bond Street. Tobacco leaf. Get it. This little razor right here for I think I paid $21 for it. I don't care what anybody says. This isn't a bad little razor. And I do have a shave video for this particular razor. And at 3.5, she done good, Ma. She done good. So God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a happy new year. And if there's ever anything I can do, leave me a comment. I'll be glad to pray for you. Bye-bye.